Do you have confidence in the leadership in terms of how these things are looked after?
Well, I'm just very concerned, and obviously we don't know among the documents that have appeared on the internet how many of them are real. The Pentagon seems to have made it clear that some of them are. Some of them may have been manufactured. But again, I fall back to, particularly now that we have a target here, I fall back on fundamental questions, and that is how could a Massachusetts National Guardsman have access to this type of classified and sensitive information, and how would they be able to release that information?
It's a good question.
And it's not just about Russia and Ukraine, but there's information about China's hypersonic weapons being tested. There's information about countries that may be providing support to Russia from across the Arab world. That all of that could compromise our sources and methods. And I think after we bring whoever is responsible here to justice, I think there needs to be a full-scale review of who has access to this type of classified information and how it's being handled.
A couple more topics that I want to get to with you today. You've been very supportive of our involvement in the war in Ukraine, supporting the effort there. Yeah. The former president was asked about this, and he basically says that we're giving it all away. The military that you and your administration, along with the president at the top of it. And here's what he said. Watch.
We don't have any ammunition. We've given it to Ukraine. We're not prepared to fight. I rebuilt our military, new planes, new tanks, new everything. They've taken the military that I've rebuilt, and they've given it all to Ukraine. I mean, massive amounts.
Do you agree with that?
I don't, Martha. Look, the United States is leader of the free world. We're the arsenal of democracy. Ukraine is not our war, but freedom is our fight. And I've long believed in the Reagan doctrine, which is if you're willing to fight America's enemies on your soil, we'll give you the means to fight them there so we don't have to fight them here. I think this is an important fight. Look, I'm proud of the historic increase in investments that we made in our national defense during the Trump-Pence administration. But the truth of the matter is, as the former president talks about planes and tanks that we helped build up in our military, we haven't sent one plane to the Ukrainian military. We haven't sent any tanks, even though the Biden administration promised to send 33 Abrams tanks back in January. I mean, the hard truth is that the Biden administration has been slow in responding, slow in providing the support. President Biden said in his State of the Union address, Martha, that we would be there as long as it takes. But look, it shouldn't take that long. If we'll give them what they need, they've demonstrated their courage, their toughness. I respectfully disagree with the former president on this. I think we've got to continue to stand with the courageous military in Ukraine while they reclaim their country and reclaim their sovereignty.
So when the former president announced that he was going to get in the race, you said then that you believed that the American voter would have better choices than him. This is the latest polling. Donald Trump at 54%, DeSantis at 24%, you at 6%, and on down the line here. What do you think about the fact that his numbers are so strong right now, sir?
Well, I think people are so frustrated with the failed policies of the Biden administration at home and abroad, that there would, of course, be a natural attraction, not only to the former president, but I also believe to the policies of our administration. But look, it's early in this process. I do think we'll have better choices. I think nobody could have defeated Hillary Clinton in 2016 other than Donald Trump. But I think come 2024, our party's going to choose the right standard bearer to meet this moment, to strengthen America at home and abroad. And my family and I continue to reflect on what role we might play in that. And I promise to keep you informed of any decisions that we make in the days ahead.
That decision. I'm noticing that the former president is in New York again today for depositions. Do you think that his legal challenges should or will disqualify him from running in 2024?
Well, look, Number one, I've been very clear about what I think of the Manhattan DA's indictment, Martha. I mean, on a 7-year-old campaign finance issue to indict a former president of the United States, I think was a great disservice to the country, and I think the overwhelming majority of Americans recognize that. But look, at the end of the day, I'd rather we leave these decisions to voters. Let's bring the American people the truth. Let's talk about the record. Let's talk about a vision for the future. But I just trust Republican primary voters. I trust the American people to choose the right leadership for America. They've done it again and again. I'm confident we'll do it again in 2024.
All right. Former Vice President Mike Pence, thank you very much, sir. We look forward to hearing your decision and to speaking with you again soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Martha.